back to the channel of Pro Enzo Vids, and this is my thoughts as a Manly fan, talking about the two signings that are not players, not player related, but they are coaching related, and they are two experienced sort of mentors and coaches in general that will probably be good for our club next year. And both Shane Flanagan, who was a former Sharks coach and 2016 Premiership winner, and Jim Dymock, who spent some time at the Bulldogs as an interim in 2011 and as an assistant for a couple of years there as well. Spent time at Sharks as an assistant with Flanagan too, and was at the Titans for the last couple of years before he got let go midway through this year. Them both will be our new assistants, Shane Flanagan and Jim Dymock, for the 2023 season, and they will be assisting Anthony Seibold. So I think as a Manly fan, it's pretty exciting news, I reckon. So I'm looking forward to the changes. But before I do sort of get into the whole thing furthermore, I'd like to say that if you're new watching the channel right now, I would really appreciate and hope you can subscribe. Look, I'm not asking for much. It's just pretty much if you're new and you've seen the content I'm making and if you enjoy it, then I suppose the recommendation is to subscribe and help myself get to 2,600 subscribers by hopefully at the end of the week. That's the goal for myself and the channel. So yeah, if I can get there with your support and obviously then new subscribers coming in, then yeah, that's all I can really ask for. So thought I might just add that in very quickly. But look, time to get to the real stuff now. Look, I'll start with Shane Flanagan first, as there's been more talk about him joining the club than where there's been talk about just Jim Dymock coming to the club already. But they're both going to come though. So Flanagan today apparently has agreed to a 3-year deal at Manly. So from 2023 to 2025, he has agreed to be the new assistant coach at the club, assisting Anthony Seibold, obviously. Which I like. I like the deal. I like how he's coming to the club. I think that with his experience, he will help Seibold and will support him, I reckon. And I think that, you know, he obviously is a very good coach. Obviously, he's had some mistakes in the past with the peptide stuff and all that other drama. But look, put that aside, and you know, you look at him as a coach in general. He's done a great job. Like, he basically transformed a wooden spoon Sharks team in 2014 to a top 6 side Sharks team in 2015. Then the next year in 2016, won the Premiership with them. So he's definitely well known to success, and yeah, he has some successful stints at Cronulla. So I think with his experience added in, he'll do a good job. And most recently, he was a consultant at the Dragons. But yeah, look, even though that's not really coaching, I think he did a decent job there, a sound job there when he was a consultant at the Dragons. So, and it's expected that the Dragons will grant him a release as well. So I guess we might find out the official confirmation tomorrow, maybe, or sometime this week about him signing. So, but the 3-year deal is just about to happen. It's poised to be announced, and I'm very happy as a Manly fan about this. I think Flanagan's going to be a good appointment. Yeah, so for the next 3 years, it's pretty good. But there is a clause in his contract, and that clause is that if he gets offered a head coaching position by another club in those 3 years, then Manly will not stand in his way, yeah, Manly will not stand in his way, and they will let him go to another club if he gets the head coaching opportunity. But he has to stay at the club for at least this year, though, or for the next year, I'm supposed to say, for 2023. So he needs to see out the first 12 months of his new deal at Manly, and then if he gets the contract during that time, then I guess he can go to another club. But yeah, good deal, and I'm happy he's coming Flano. As for the other one, Jim Dymock, now Jim Dymock's an interesting one because his brother, I believe, has some sort of capacity where he works in the club. I think that he's some sort of trainer, I believe, or has a role in the club. I know that for sure. And yeah, they're very similar. I even thought last pre-season that Jim Dymock was with us, but that was his brother the whole time. So I got very confused there. But yeah, look, he's going to be joining the club as well. I'm not sure for how long he'll be joining for, but I expect Manly will announce that whole thing about how long he still runs for and how long he'll be at the club for, I guess, just in total, you know. So he's highly experienced, Dymock. He's obviously a former player, a former test player. Had a decent career, I thought, at the Bulldogs and all that. And yeah, I think he's been a lot of systems. Like I said earlier, he's early on. He's been at the Bulldogs. He was an interim coach in 2011. He's worked under Des, our former coach, a couple of times, and he's done pretty good. Well, apparently under him, did a good job at the Sharks, I guess, taking them to finals as an assistant there. At the Titans, he did some okay things. He was part of their sort of team in taking it to the finals in 2021, but obviously for some reason midway through this year in 2022 got let go by Holbrook and the Titans, so I don't know what happened there, but ever since that situation he's been finding a new club, and he's been trying to find one, he's been trying to look for a new job, and seems like Manly have come up as a team that will probably offer him an assistant coach still, and that's good. I like the sound of Dymock coming to the club. I think Dymock is someone that would be good for the Polynesian boys, I reckon, since he has had some good sort of ratings around that, how he works with them and all, etc. So, yeah, look, I think just in general he's a good coach, and I think he's an experienced mentor, and I think that he'll be good for Anthony Seibold as well. So, and I'd just like to say just quickly as well before I go, now a lot of people are doubting Seibold. A lot of people are saying that Seibold shouldn't be the head coach. Seibold shouldn't be at Manly. This is a bad appointment. Whether you like it or not, is coming, okay? Now, obviously, he wouldn't have been my first pick, but I'm ready to back him as a Manly fan. I'll back him and support him, and I don't think it was all his fault. You can't determine him on one bad season, okay? Because he's had other good seasons as well. So in 2018, great season at Rabbitohs. 2019, good season at Broncos until week 1 of the finals. Took them to the top 6 still, and people are still not happy about that. So look, the one bad year in 2020 does not determine Seibold as a coach, okay? There was many factors in that. The whole board was Wayne Bennett sort of, favourites. So, look, it wasn't fair on Seibold. He had no real support, unfortunately, in Brisbane at the time. But, look, I'll explain that in the separate video when Seibold does get announced as the head coach officially. But anyway, everyone, that's my thoughts on both Shane Flanagan and Jim Dymock joining the club as assistant coaches for 2023. What are your thoughts on the appointments? Do you like them? Or do you have some sort of other people you appoint instead? Let me know in the comment section down below. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and see you in the next one.